Chuck Todd is NBC's political director and moderator of Meet the Press. Chuck, good morning. Good to see you. Another busy week in the city where you live and work. Let's go through a few of the headlines. Rex Tillerson, the Secretary of State, was fired. He says learned about it over Twitter. The president's attorney countersued porn star Stormy Daniels. Bob Mueller subpoenaed the Trump Organization. That's a red line the president had said he didn't believe Mueller ever would cross. Andrew McCabe was fired. And in the background of all this, you have former FBI Director Jim Comey tweeting sort of ominously and dramatically about what's going to be in his book. Which of these headlines, Chuck, do you think will end up being the most important?
And you can make a case for all of them. I mean, and they're all very important. What I would say is this. I think the fact that how the president made the McCabe firing happen, I mean, it is an extraordinary, if you go back 18 months, the systemic campaign against McCabe to delegitimize him, to raise questions about him, to a deputy FBI director that nobody had ever heard of, and the president using his bully pulpit to do that. He gets Sessions, who some believe is firing McCabe quickly in order to save his own job, which would preserve the Mueller probe. I think the reaction by the president's attorney that this McCabe firing means time for the probe to end, I think that's most significant because I think it signals this president is no longer cooperating with Mueller. It's time for war. And I think this thing's about to come to a head, and it's either going to go radically one way or radically in another direction, Willie.
Well, Chuck, you've led me to my next question because John Dowd, the president's personal attorney, did say pretty explicitly in an interview with the Daily Beast, he said it is time for the Russia investigation to end. Is that what this all has been leading up to, whether it's the firing of Jim Comey to clear the way and that it brought about the special counsel and now Andrew McCabe? Do you believe now that President Trump will take the necessary steps to end the Bob Mueller probe, or at least to get rid of Bob Mueller?
It's hard to sit here and rule that out. At every step of the way, he has made an attempt to short-circuit the investigation. It started, whether it was to short-circuit the FBI probe, asking Mueller to drop the Flynn investigation, of course, and that goes from there to the firing of Comey, which led to Mueller. He's threatened Mueller's firing multiple times. It's hard not to conclude that that's what's coming next. Does it come in the form of a new attorney general? Does it come in the form of pressuring Rod Rosenstein? I think you're going to see the president's echo chamber of media supporters really raise the decibel levels against Rod Rosenstein over the next few weeks. And again, let's see what I think the big question is, what do Capitol Hill Republicans do? How do they react to this?
They haven't reacted much to anything President Trump's done. We will see. Chuck Todd, thank you very much. We'll be looking for much more, of course, on Meet the Press when Chuck is joined by Republican Senator Marco Rubio of Florida and Democratic Senator Sherrod Brown of Ohio.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.